the way.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it one more time.
Michigan fans take their sports seriously. Wolverines, Spartans, Lion, Tigers, and Pistons, now the men of the Xfinity Series, are racing next on Fox Sports 1. Welcome back. We pick up where Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Jeff Gordon, and Clint Boyer left off. Danica Patrick is an American original, a girl who grew up and broke the mold. A Midwesterner as a kid, she raced go-karts, then at age 16 moved to England to further her driving career. In every series she's been in, Danica has succeeded through hard work and natural talent. That's why she has over 1 million Twitter followers. Danica's won on the IndyCar circuit. She won the pole at Daytona, and she's trying to win here in the Cup Series tomorrow. We welcome Danica Patrick as a guest analyst. And Danica, this line has never been more true. today's booth truly is a rose between two thorns.
Absolutely, and I say this, you've won the poll for the Daytona 500, top 5 in the Indy 500. I'm sure working in the booth with Michael and I rates right up there in your racing career, right?
For my comfort level is low, I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to take your guys' lead, but I'm looking forward to having a little fun and probably learning something for tomorrow, too.
And speaking of that, this track always one of the favorites for NASCAR drivers. It's big, it's fast, it's wide open. What makes this place so great for you guys?
Well, it is big, fast, and wide open. You can definitely get below cars, run more than one lane. That's important. And 3 and 4 is a tough corner because it's a long corner. So it's sometimes your car gets pretty tight, and that's where you get the runs on people. And there's drafting. I mean, we saw that in qualifying.
You know, you're in for a real treat today, not only because you're this close to me, which is obviously got to be a lot of fun for you, but we've got such a chance for an upset winner. Bubba Wallace was very fast in practice. Brian Scott has never won one of these Xfinity races. His car is amazing. So we could see an upset winner. I think there's some legitimate Xfinity drivers that can beat the Cup boys, and that makes for fun TV.
Definitely.
I'm going to remind you, though, we got a guy in the lineup named Joey Logano who set the new track record earlier today. 5 starts this year, 3 victories, a couple of runner-ups. He might be the favorite as we go green.
Well, he dominated at Bristol, and then Denny Hamlin dominated at Richmond. So we've had 2 guys really take the control of a couple races. Be fun to see which one of those 2 get better of each other today.
It's going to be a fun afternoon here at Michigan. We're glad Dennis is along for the ride. Let's go trackside now for the command to fire the engines here in the Irish Hills.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, Jeff Davis, accompanied by his wife, Wendy.
Drivers, start your engines!
It is the 13th race of the year for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, NASCAR's fastest track. We are live at Michigan International Speedway after the break, and we'll go from the driver's seat with Darrell Wallace Jr. looking for his first career victory today on Fox Sports 1. After a weekend off, the NASCAR Xfinity Series back in action at Michigan today. Let's go back to what happened 2 weeks ago at Dover. Racing for the lead, teammates Chris Buescher inside of Darrell Wallace Jr. They get together. Wallace thought he might get his first career victory. Instead, he finished in the 17th position. Now we go from the driver's seat with driver number 6. Danica, let's visit with Darrell Wallace Jr.
Yeah, hey Bubba, this is Danica Patrick up in the booth. How you doing? I had a question. It seemed like your car was pretty good in practice. Do you feel good about it in traffic? Did you get behind some cars?
Yeah, we didn't do too much draft in practice, so it might have hurt us, but I feel like our 40 Go Boost Mustang is really stout. It handled really well in qualifying, so we'll see how it hangs on here, but just looking forward to today. It's exciting to be here in Michigan and Ford's background.
Bubba, you were close at Dover a couple weeks ago. What's it like to take a week off and then just be waiting and wanting to be in that car so bad? Now you're getting a chance. You got to take it easy in the early going, or are you going to go hammer down?
Yeah, I'm not too sure here. We'll see how it plays out. Side drafting is going to be key here, so I'm expecting that too, to side draft the 22 pretty hard, and hopefully we can get the lead coming back around to the line. So we'll see. We just got to be patient, be smart, and Dover's behind us. We'll continue to press on. My guys are fired up. I'm fired up, so let's do it.
Well, I think you answered the question. It's hammer down from the start. Have a lot of fun. Good luck in your Ford, and we'll talk to you later in the day if that's all right.
Sounds good, buddy. Appreciate it.
Great qualifying effort. Bubba starting third. You see the starting grid, top of your screen. Now we hear from our NASCAR on Fox Rules analyst, Andy Petrie. What are we watching today, Andy?
Well, one of the things I'm watching for is an issue that cropped up at Texas in the truck race. Tyler Reddick was penalized for driving through too many pit stalls at Texas, and there was some of those stalls that were not occupied. Some of the guys thought, at least one of the guys that in the race today, Regan Smith, thought that maybe that should not be a penalty because they aren't occupied by a pit crew. But I clarified that with Wayne Alton. He said that if they drive through a pit stall, whether there's crew in it or not, they do count. All 43 stalls are active. There's only 40 cars in the race, but there will be 3 unoccupied pit stalls that will count as active pit stalls.
And today's race, a sprint, only 250 miles, a fast pace at Michigan International Speedway. If you make a mistake on pit road, Andy, you will pay a dear price and likely take yourself out of a chance of going to victory lane. Before we go green today, let's hear from our pit reporters. We start with Chris Neville. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Adam. Right now, we're approaching that halfway point in the season. Ty Dillon's second in points. He's still looking for his first win this year, but he says he's starting to think about that championship. He'd like to get that car, that 3 car, back in victory lane, but he said he's got to start weighing risk and reward. He says if he has to force it, he doesn't want to be losing any more points to Chris Buescher. So Ty Dillon, he's starting to think about this championship. Matt?
Chris Buescher qualified 20th. Now, that's not a reflection of just how competitive that 60 car is, but Chris told me the one thing was he didn't get the qualifying effort that he wanted to do to the draft, but he's looking more forward to the race because he knows how good that car is. The balance was near perfect during practice. The one issue, he said, if he had a concern, he didn't get enough time around other cars. He tried to do that in practice, but didn't get a good feel of just how that car will react in traffic. But he's pretty excited about adding to his racing resume at MIS, an ARCA win, and 2 consecutive top 10 finishes. Vince?
Chase Elliott is the defending series champion. He doesn't have to look far to learn how to win here at Michigan. His dad, Bill Elliott, has won here 7 times in the Sprint Cup Series. But it's been a long time for Chase to win here in the Xfinity Series. This junior motorsports team is hungry. They have not won in almost a year. Crew Chief Ernie Koch brought a different package this weekend, and the 9 has had speed and balance. They believe this could be the day Chase Elliott returns to victory lane, maybe get a win here at Michigan the way his dad Bill did so many times before.
And you look at what Chase did here in practice yesterday, went top of the board right at the end of the session. Very, very good in qualifying today, although he will start back in the 12th position. I think he'll be one of the cars on the move early as we look at the numbers for today's race. 64 degrees. It is cool at Michigan. 0% chance of rain through 6 p.m. That is good news.
Yeah, and Danica, you know when this Michigan Speedway when it's cool here and overcast, there's just so much grip and so much speed out there, and that's what these guys are going to be dealing with.
Yeah, it's going to be very fast for sure. But, you know, the thing that comes to mind for me is side drafting, and you're going so fast. You're going, you know, almost 200 miles an hour. When someone gets on the outside of you, that takes a lot of your side force away and your grip. And, you know, I definitely know from experience here what that can do, and I spun out a couple times.
Well, you heard Bubba Wallace saying he thought the front row would side draft each other all to heck down in the first corner, maybe open up an inside groove for him. We're going to see that from the beginning all the way to the finish.
How low is your comfort level when you start the race knowing this is the first time you've been out there with all 40 cars together?
Well, I think the delta between practice and the race for these nationwide cars is pretty big. You know, you have so much on throttle time in these cars, and then you get into the race and you lift a lot, and all of a sudden the dynamic of the car changes a lot. So, you know, you have to chase that from practice to the race, and sometimes you miscalculate that, and it can be a little freer than you want it to be.
And those miscalculations are rough on the drivers, but fun for us here watching on TV. I mean, it gets crazy out there.
On the pole is Joey Logano in a Ford. On board here with Darrell Wallace Jr., who starts third. So we get our Ford track facts. First Michigan win from the pole. That was Jeff Burton. Happened in 1998, driving for Jack Roush. In fact, the Roush Fenway organization has 5 wins here. That's more than any other. Perhaps Team Penske gets it today. Let's hear from the guy that's starting out front, Joey Logano and his team.
Good luck today, boys. Let's have a good stop. We'll have some good strategy. We'll keep ourselves towards the front. Deal with whatever the race throws at us. Now, last year's race, really important that no matter what, come our last pit stop, we got to be in position to have a short pit. You know, 2 tires, fast cars that took 4, never rebounded from it. Plan on doing it 3 times, bud. 2-4-2.
2-4-2. That means 2 tires, 4 tires, 2 tires, and that's what won the race here a year ago, and everybody's quite aware of that.
Logano on the pole, trying to continue his hot streak. 8 consecutive top 2 finishes in NASCAR Xfinity Series competition. Pace cars on the pit lane. Logano chooses the outside lane. It's time for round 13 in 2015. The green flag is waving here at Michigan.
Wow, what a jump for Logano. Brian Scott just didn't get going. Bubba Wallace is trying to push Scott all he can, but that was not a great start.
Menard in that bright yellow machine, making him 3 wide into turn 1. He won this race a year ago, and they're digging in that outside lane. Kyle Larson going after it in the 42.
Boy, that's tight racing off turn 2. Menard did a great job hanging onto his car, but he decided to duck back in line. Kyle Busch doesn't mind taking him 3 wide down into 3.
That's Ty Dillon. That white number 3 caught in the middle. On board with Kevin Harvick here. The middle is no fun when you're going 3 wide, right?
No, especially at Michigan when you're going so fast. But, man, Kyle Busch got a great restart. He passed like 3 cars down the back straight, and I think another 2 cars into turn 3 there.
Look at the spacing. See how far Bubba is away from the 42 of Kyle Larson? That's all about aerodynamics. You want to be as far away from a guy as you can get and possibly still enter the corner with the right line. You could see he kind of suffered on entry. His car pushed up, but that's why he was down there.
You mentioned Kyle Busch. Danica started 11th, worked his way into the top 5 in a lap and a half, and this is Busch inside of Harvick there, as you saw driving by and cutting down in front of him.
Looked like he got up to about 6 or 7, so that's pretty impressive. But, you know, what's unique here, obviously, too, is that Michigan, the first lane and the second lane are different banking. So, you know, I always tried, even in cup practice, I was like, I got to get down to that first lane and just see what the car feels like. Does it get more free? Because that's what it'll be more likely to do. So if you're loose and then you get put down to the bottom, then you're even in more trouble.
And you can change the handling of your car a bit because of that variable banking. If you're loose, you can tuck down on the apron. It'll help the car turn. You can see Kyle Busch getting around his teammate there, Daniel Suarez, as he races down into turn 3.
Yeah, that first lane does act like a little bit of an apron.
So Busch able to get around Suarez. Now Regan Smith going to take his chance inside of the 18. And I'll tell you, Regan Smith, the driver that fought his car yesterday, had a good qualifying run today and looking for his 2nd win at Michigan. Got the checkered flag here a couple of years ago.
Well, I talked about how the Xfinity drivers were going to be really tough for these Cup regulars to deal with today. So far, the Cup guys are 1, 2, 3. Darrell Wallace Jr. running in the 4th position with a really fast Ford here.
Looks like you got Brian Scott up there in second, though. He's been so close so many times. Today could be his day for sure.
Yeah, I count him almost as a Cup guy. He's got so much experience. He's been so close to winning and hasn't quite got there. But here comes Bubba.
And you can see how he drove up to the inside of his car and packed a little air on his left rear tire and then drove down the track trying to drag him down but then shoot off of him so he can't side draft him back.
Wallace made the move. He's up to third. Good battle here between Cup veterans. You got Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch battling for fifth. Two of the best drivers all time when you talk about the history of the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
And it was really interesting hearing Kyle Busch talk in his pre-race interview about how this might not be the day he wins, but he will win. Didn't have a lot of confidence after not a great qualifying round in round one. He recovered from it. Oh, we got a spinner up in turn 4.
That's the 55. Jeffrey Earnhardt is out of shape. Bring out our first caution of the day. It happens at lap 5, and they may not be done yet.
Wow, racing for the 22nd spot. You could see it.
Lock her down right there.
See that door mark on the left side of the number 55
Good
car.
job not hitting anything, bud. Good job not hitting anything.
Everybody did a good job of avoiding him. He had the bottom of the track and the top and the bottom again, so everybody did a pretty good job there.
See if somebody gets into his door. No, someone's already been in his door, and that might be why. He was wobbling all over the place. Great job of hanging in the gas, though. He didn't get on the brakes. He stayed on the throttle and kept it out of that outside wall. Great job of driving there by Jeffrey.
That was one of the tough things for me that was hard to get used to coming into in a NASCAR from IndyCar, was that in an IndyCar, man, you just slow down as much as you can. And in a stock car, you really want to gas it up when you're spinning because it keeps you off the wall. It seems like as soon as you hit the brake, that's basically where you hit. So he did a really good job.
What about how you feel? You're sideways, right? What am I supposed to do? Mad it, I guess.
That doesn't seem to make sense to me.
Makes no sense at all. Jeffrey made it work.
They repaved this place in 2012. Seems like every year since we come here, we get an early caution. The first today comes out at lap 5. It's courtesy of Jeffrey Earnhardt. Joey Logano leading at Michigan. Underway here at Michigan for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. An early caution. Joey Logano started on the pole. He is the race leader, driving a Ford, just like Ryan Reed, who has scored in the 16th position. We had a chance to talk to the California native about the unique challenges he faces in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
The season off with the win at Daytona was huge. You know, it was an amazing feeling to not only get my first Xfinity Series win, but get my first Xfinity Series win for Lilly Diabetes and American Diabetes Association. It was a really special moment, but it also set the bar really high. We wanted to go out and continue to run that way. We got to continue to work on a few things and get better here and there, but I think if we can improve in just a few areas, we're going to be legitimate title contenders, and we're going to be in good shape come Homestead.
I'll tell you, this team has been on a roll in recent weeks. 3 consecutive finishes inside the top 12 for that 16 bunch. Finished 11th here a year ago. And when you look overall, the Roush Fenway organization has been running good as well, winning 2 of the last 3 races with Chris Buescher behind the wheel. And, of course, he's out front in the championship. Let's hear from Kyle Busch, 6th in the early going.
The traffic situation, too. You try to get to the bottom of the pass, and they just suck you back. It's really good through the corner. Like, I feel really good about it. Like I said, just can't quite clear. If I could clear them, yeah, I could go on.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem when you have such long straightaways, and you know these cars, as they're, you know, a little lower on horsepower than we are. There's such a, you don't have that that burst coming off the corner to clear them and get by. That's why you see that side draft, and you see them drive over to their left rear tire and then shoot down the track to try and get away from them. But it's hard to clear them.
Don't you think that makes the drivers become more desperate, though? They get down to the corner and they're going to hook that white line as low as they can go and try to hammer it through the center to clear them. And that's when you see action, is when that's the mentality.
You know what I see working? I see the slide jobs working pretty well when this happens, because they just bomb into the corner and, you know, slide up in the middle, and you know, it's they make it happen a lot. But every now and again, you get a guy like me that goes back underneath him and says, "I can do that too."
Crossover, baby.
Yeah.
To me, one of the best starts coming to Michigan, the restarts. They're all always good when you come here to Michigan International Speedway. Logano, Brian Scott on the front row. We get the green flag as lap 9 goes on the board.
See if Brian Scott can get a better start this time. That first one was unacceptable. Bubba Wallace is looking to the bottom, and look at Logano coming down to try to take the lane away.
Boy, Bubba Wallace was all over Brian Scott. Kevin Harvick in the middle, making it 3 wide off of 2.
And look at Kyle Larson. That's no surprise. To the high side he goes. Not a good start for Logano.
Battle for the lead is on. Kyle Larson trying to take it away in the outside lane. Big push from behind by Kyle Busch. Regan Smith is there. Brian Scott, a part of that mix as well.
Okay, all clear. You got the 54 coming on the top to your lane. 2 back. You're
Kyle Busch, 11th to 2nd in 10 laps. The 54 picking up right where it left off the last time he was behind the wheel.
You're right, Adam. Those restarts are so much fun to watch. You can see guys just saying, I'm going to get all I can get for a lap or 2 and see if I can hold on to it.
Track position at a place like this is so important. You're going so fast. Aero makes such a big difference. If you get caught behind some cars, it can take a long time to get by them. So these restarts are really important at a track where track position is critical due to its speed.
There's Bubba looking to the bottom of Brendan. Just has to fall back in line. Couldn't quite make that pass. Wonder if we had interviewed Kyle Busch now, Adam, what we would get. He wasn't too optimistic about winning today, but all the way from 11th to 2nd in 10 laps, and now he's trying to make a move on Brian Scott for the lead, running way low on the track.
We've always known at Michigan you have options as far as where you want to run, and it can help the handling of your race car. But how much is that dictated, Danica, by driver preference versus just where your car may be better on a particular run?
It's got a lot to do with the car. I mean, there are some drivers that are more comfortable running up high than others, but it looks like we've got a car up high in 3 and 4 there.
Well, that's a car that doesn't mind running high.
He just definitely doesn't mind running high.
He's always up on the top of the racetrack. Might have got over the cushion there, though. Ran a little bit too high in 3 and 4.
But I don't think at a track like this you're really going to see driver preference play into it as much, because they're not running on the wall. So at a place like Atlanta, there's running by the wall, and then there's running down on the very bottom.
Brendan Gaughan was running 9th, but going in the wrong direction, and here's the reason why.
Sideways, loose in, and that resulted in him going up top. That wasn't a choice he made. That was just trying to save himself.
2003, got a win here in the Camping World Truck Series. Did Brendan Gaughan. Right now 17th, so he lost about 8 positions in that exchange. On board with Kyle Busch, 11th to 2nd. So far, so good, Vince.
That's exactly right. Kyle said the car is good. Coming up through the traffic, he felt like he'd made a few mistakes. Don't hear that too often, but right now Kyle settling in, says the car is very solid. They haven't had any issues in regards to loose or tight like we're hearing up and down pit road. The 54 real solid as you see the 88 moving past Kyle Larson.
Yeah, Harvick was fighting his car in practice yesterday, but able to slide around Larson. That was for 4th on track, so Kevin looking good today. And we remind you of this, we're about 10 laps away from a competition caution. Heavy overnight rain here at Michigan International Speedway. The rules say you can't fuel your car until that competition caution at or around lap 25. One driver already penalized for that, Mike Harmon, who came down under our first caution about 10 laps ago.
Bubba puts the move on Chase Elliott and grabs the 6th spot away from him.
What's going on with Brian Scott? Out front now, but he's got a lot of company, Matt.
Nice recovery from the initial start, but Brian Scott said before the last car, he said the car was really good, and he's almost where he needs it, just a tick snug in the center. But now, since he's got a mirror full of Kyle Busch, he says being out front, clean air has actually made his car much tighter, especially down in turns 3 and 4.
Danica, what's that like when you're leading the race or holding a spot, but you know Kyle Busch right now is a little bit faster than Brian, and he's just going to try him high, try him low? How much are you able to focus on your line, or how much are you looking in the mirror and watch this cat coming on the bottom?
Yeah, I'm seeing that. He can run high, he can run low. You know, you're just trying to hit your marks, I think, is the most important thing. Don't make a mistake. It's really early in the race at this point in time, but just being disciplined to not overdrive and make him be able to get by you really easily.
So Brian Scott able to get the lead on the restart, but Kyle Busch goes around, becoming our 3rd different leader of the afternoon. 16 laps complete at Michigan International Speedway. 20 laps complete here at Michigan for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Kyle Busch, the race leader. Brian Scott is second. Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick, and Darrell Wallace Jr., your top 5. That 6 car's been on the move here the last few laps.
Just running lap time after lap time, faster than our leader, closing ground. I'm going to be really interested, Adam, to see what the teams play for strategy on this competition caution. I'm thinking 2 tires, and we heard some of the crews discussing get 2 at the first, 4 in the middle, and 2 near the end to keep that track position. It'll be fun to watch who does what.
Chris Buescher's doing a good job. He's got the fastest lap time that last lap. He's inching his way up there. He's been having a pretty good year.
Yeah, he started back in the 20th position. Didn't go as he would have liked in qualifying, but as you said, already working on a position inside the top 10, 22 laps in. If he could get a couple of more spots here, then you get the competition caution. I think they have to feel like their day's off to an awfully good start.
That's your point leader racing for a championship, and the progress he made already is really impressive. And you can see Joey Logano's now on the inside making the move on Brian Scott for the 2nd spot. Looks like Scott's going to fall in behind Logano. And see if the 2 of them together maybe can run down our leader, Kyle Busch.
And sometimes if Brian's struggling, sometimes the smartest thing to do is to just, if the car is faster and you know it.
Wow, he tried to duck in behind the lap car, and he got really loose out of the groove. He's going to lose a couple more spots. Here comes Harvick. Here comes Bubba.
I was going to say cut your losses, but
that's not the case there.
I didn't cut any losses.
That's amazing what we saw there. That sounds like frustration from Brian Scott's radio, but you get a good idea of how much momentum these cars carry here at Michigan.
It looked like Mike Harmon got loose down on the bottom of the racetrack, moved up, and Brian Scott was going to cut it close, passing Harmon, and he didn't have room for that wiggle.
Well, there really is only 2 lanes, and he was starting to come up into that 2nd lane, and as soon as you get up into the dirty stuff, there's nothing there for you, so he ran out of room.
There's Bubba to the inside of Harvick. We talked about how fast the 6 car is.
22 and 6 went in the wrong direction on the restart, but they're rallying back. Logano now 2nd. There goes Wallace around Harvick for 3rd on the board, a few laps away from this competition caution. Larry McReynolds, what do we expect to see when they come down pit road?
Well, Adam, as you pointed out, the fuel window here is about 40 to 45 laps. What I see, I'm not seeing a lot of give up on the stopwatch in this first run. So what I truly think will happen, you want to make sure you get that tank full of Sunoco race fuel. I think most of the drivers and teams will go with just right side tires only.
If I'm Bubba Wallace, I think that's exactly what I do. That car has run, either he or his teammate Chris Buescher have had the fastest lap every lap out of the last 9. So those 2 Fords are really fast. And Bubba, how hard is it to do what he did? He drove to the inside of Kevin Harvick and just completed the pass like it wasn't no problem. That's a fast Ford. But they're chasing Kyle Busch, and that's a tall task, isn't it?
Yes, especially in this Nationwide Series. He just, the Xfinity Series, he just dominates, you know, every time he comes into it.
See, I've always had this theory that drivers sometimes drive angry a little bit when something hasn't gone their way. I think what happened a couple of weeks ago to a guy like Darrell Wallace Jr. is you see his teammate making the pass here, and we get that competition caution. Is perhaps Bubba a little more hungry today, and that's why we're seeing him make the progress he's made?
That very well could be. You know, when you feel like you're so close, then you want to rectify the situation.
So we get this competition caution. Here are your top 5. Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Darrell Wallace Jr., Kevin Harvick, Brian Scott. And we saw Chris Buescher getting around Elliott Sadler. He did not get by Regan Smith. So Buescher will be 10th behind the 7 as these drivers will come to pit road here and make adjustments for the first time today.
Pit crews will have to shine here. We've hit on it several times how important gaining every spot on the track is. When your crew chief plays strategy and says we're only getting 2, you really need those guys to jump over the wall and get their job done in a hurry so that you don't lose any track position.
And you hope that you're in a position where you can take 2. Sometimes the balance of your car is not right, and you feel like, man, I want to take 2, but I should take 4 to make sure that I put myself in a better position than struggling with 2 and dropping way back.
More often than not, who wins that argument? The crew chief calling for 2 or the driver saying, I need 4, buddy?
I think the driver usually wins it there.
Well, we've heard 2 tires on the first stop. Take 4 in the middle stages to set you up for a 2-tire stop late so you can gain track position for that run to the checkers. We'll see what they do here. First pit stops of the day going to come at lap 27. Kyle Busch grabbed the race lead. He's been out front for the last 11 circuits. He's the man on top as they come down pit road. We start our coverage with Chris Neville.
Adam Bubba Wallace at his first Xfinity race here at Michigan. He lost 4 spots on that last restart, but he's made them all back up. He told the team right before he came to pit lane, guys, we have got a fast race car. Just give me 2 tires on this stop. Vince?
Kyle Busch, upper right-hand portion of your screen, real good car, no changes, pitting from the lead. Kevin Harvick says, we don't take a big swing at it, but I need some help because it's just not quite as good as I need it to be. It's going to be a track bar adjustment there. As far as the 22 of Joey Logano, just a little bit free in traffic. It's a 4-tire change for the 22.
Joey Logano came in running there in the top 3, but going to lose a number of positions by getting 4 tires. Everybody in front of him got 2. We're back to Michigan a moment, now to Los Angeles, and Greg Wolf.
Paul Menard took 4.
When you put 33 cars on the pit lane at the same time, you're bound to have some problems, and we had a few on this first cycle of pit stops. Coming under caution, let's start with Regan Smith. He came in 9th, exited in the 15th position, and here's the reason why.
You can see Martin Roy is coming into his pit right there, and it just cut Smith off, and they made a little bit of contact. We're going to go back to the restart, and Smith didn't come back to pit lane, so team must be confident that he's all right.
One of the nice movers early. Regan Smith going to have some ground to make up here. His teammate doing a good job. That's Chase Elliott inside, 3rd in line. Brian Scott jumps out front. Bubba Wallace right behind him. Here comes Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano in that white 22 got 4 tires when he came down the pit lane. Might work out for him over the long haul.
Yeah, and Paul Menard did as well, running inside the top 10, ducking to the bottom there in turn 3. This will be fun for us to watch, to see what kind of progress these guys on 4 tires. Look at a 3-wide battle for the lead.
Car 14.
Problems for Cale Conley.
Just keep it locked down.
3rd caution of the day.
You know, you're all right from the spotter is sort of a relative term. I mean, you're not going to hit anything, it doesn't look like, but you're spinning around at 150 miles an hour. That's not exactly all right.
Well, I'm thinking about it from a driver's perspective going, I'm not all right at all. I just spun. I just totally wrecked our day.
But no damage, maybe 4 tires, though. I'm sure those tires are flat spotted.
Rookie out of West Virginia had restarted in the 17th position. Boy, he did a pretty good job with cars all around him of hanging on. Look at J.J. Yaley diving down below him there.
And Danica, you know, I mean, you don't ever give up. You don't ever give up till she's hit the wall and won't go anymore. He was driving his tail off.
Absolutely not. It's not over till it's over.
Watch Bubba. Look at that. 3 wide for the lead.
That driving angry thing I was talking about earlier.
You know, when you have a run, and it's happened to me, you know, many times, you have a run and you just take it. And you might be turning into somebody, but your momentum's going to take you in the right direction usually.
Brian Scott's been good early, leading 6 laps. What are they saying?
I have a Honda splitter, low air pressure. If I can't make it through that second corner, I can't make it through turns 3 and 4. I just laid on it worse there than I had.
You know, I struggle with the same thing. If the splitter's a little too low, it seems like 3 and 4 is where you're going to struggle the most. And there's nothing you can do about it. You know, it's like you can't get around the fact that it's on the ground.
Chris, what's going on with Ty Dillon?
Well, they wanted Ty to come back down pit lane. They were concerned that left rear tire was not on tight on that last stop. So because the caution came out here, they said, hey, let's just bring it in. Let's tighten it up. Make sure we don't have a loose wheel. Vince?
It's always interesting to keep an eye on how other teams watch other teams. Kevin Harvick in the 88, initially they were going to take 2 tires, but when they found out the 22 of Logano were going to take 4, the 88 decided they were going to stay on the same strategy and take 4 as well. Now let's go to Matt.
And looking at strategy for Denny Hamlin in the 20, now in the previous stop, the competition caution, it took right side tires, trying to work on the balance with a wedge adjustment, but since the caution came out so soon after the restart, they decided to hit pit road again. Now he's got fresh left side tires, so he's one of the few cars that is fast, that has 4 fresh tires. And meanwhile, talking about the 7 of Regan Smith, he did hit pit road. Jason Burdett brought him down. They looked at the right front, slight cosmetic damage, fixed that. The bigger issue, they're trying to fix the car. It's just sideways free.
This caution comes out at a good time for a lot of those teams that needed to get back down. Ty Dillon with the tire issue, Regan Smith with that damage. They get it done here. You lose a lot of track position, but at least you don't have to make an unscheduled stop under green.
Yeah, and it'd be fun to follow the 16 too, because Ryan Reed was back on pit road again working on that right front. So he's got some issues. You're right, Adam. A timely caution for a lot of teams.
Last night it was game 2 for Team USA in the FIFA Women's World Cup. A scoreless tie with Sweden up next Tuesday night on Fox.
It's De Bruyne and Belgium have scored! The Americans' World Cup dream is over.
It didn't end when the final whistle sounded or when the fans headed home. It didn't end when the bars shut their doors, when the TVs went dark, when the celebrations stopped, and the paint washed away. Because the final chapter of this story is just getting started. And all that we loved, all that we believed,
What a finish!
all that made us one giant beating heart is about to take flight. One more time.
We look forward to Team USA Nigeria. It's Tuesday night on Fox. Our coverage begins 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Danica Patrick joining Michael Waltrip and I in the booth on this Saturday afternoon. I know you've been watching the World Cup, Michael. Danica, what about you?
Yeah, I watched. It was 0-0. It would have been fun to see some scores, but it's still, you see like the emotion and they get feisty out there. And I saw some highlights of some other events that happened leading up to this. And it's, you know, with an event that only comes on every 4 years, it's always something to watch.
A lot of intensity, a lot of energy, and that's what you're seeing here in NASCAR as well. These guys want those positions so bad. It's so hard to make passes, and I love watching how close quarters they're all racing in. We saw that 3-wide battle for the lead right before the caution. It's good stuff on the track.
And now we're getting ready for another restart. They're so important at Michigan, so entertaining to watch. Out front, Brian Scott, Darrell Wallace Jr. Michael said it could be a series regular that gets it done today. A pair of them taking the green flag first here.
Look at Kyle Busch push. And the reason he's pushing, Joey Logano's shoving him. The Cup guys are lined up and coming after those Xfinity regulars.
Yeah, here comes Kyle Busch in that outside lane. Joey Logano sticking his nose in there. Wallace dropping back. Kevin Harvick looking at that inside lane as well.
Yeah, Wallace really struggled on the first restart, lost 4 or 5 spots. This time, he started on the front row, but he's right there in 3rd spot. He maintained that time. And that is one fast car. Look at him around the outside. He makes quick work of Brian Scott. And now, what has looked like the 2 fastest cars early in the race are running 1 and 2.
You know, Paul Menard took 4 tires on that last stop, and he looks like he's moving up pretty well, so it'll be something to think about.
4 wide, really? Kyle Larson going low and picking off a couple. He gets around Menard. He's in that black and yellow number 42.
You know, when you drive into the corner that shallow and still make a pass, that's impressive.
Well, the car is obviously locked down in the back really well, but what I think you saw too is that 3 wide punches a pretty big hole, and you get a really good run up on those cars.
Chris Buescher came into the day with a 15-point lead in the championship over Ty Dillon. The largest advantage we had seen all season long. He's gone from 20th to 6th. Ty with that pit stop under caution back in the 21st position. We'll keep an eye on the point standings throughout the day.
Oh, Brian Scott turns in and hits Harvick in the back. I don't know if that was calculated or a mistake, but it was scary.
Everything gets a little scary at 200.
Definitely. Look at that hood buffeting around. How much air pressure is pushing on these cars. Look at Logano take the high road. Brian Scott's going to lose that spot. Look at the run Logano has on the high side. I won't be surprised, guys, to see that high line really come in as we race throughout this event. The track is aging. The black rubber part of the road that you see in the middle has the most grip, but as that grip as more rubber continues to go down, you'll want to put your right side tires in that white light part and maybe gain more speed.
Another thing we need to keep an eye on, we've not had a long green flag run today. If this develops into one, maybe watching those guys that got 4 tires. Kevin Harvick is one of them, but he's under attack here. Chris Buescher and Brian Scott to the inside.
Again, got a huge run down the front straight. Cars worked 3 wide.
You talked about the slide job. That was what Brian Scott did there. He was able to squeeze his way in front of those cars, see if he can maintain.
Chase Elliott mixing it up as well.
Chase is having a strong run early in the going.
That's exactly what this team needs. They've had more top 10s this year than anybody.
Whoa.
Wow, what a save.
He caught the real apron there.
Hang on.
That's, you know, that first lane, like I said, is flatter. It's a freer balance down there, and then he looks like he caught the apron for real. So not just the imaginary first lane apron.
Oh, wow, look at that. He was left wheel on the flat, like you said, Danica, and that frees a car up.
Just de-wedges the car and frees it up. And I saw him down there earlier in the race. I noticed he was running right on that line, but you know, they could have freed it up on the last stop and it might just put it over the edge.
Does that change your level of aggression in the coming laps after that happens?
It changes your how hard you'd be pulling it down to the bottom for sure. You'd be a little bit more cautious.
But that's what you want out of your driver behind the wheel. It's a little bit tight. Well, drive down on the apron. That'll free it up. And Chase isn't afraid to take that number 9 car anywhere, and we saw that right then.
Yeah.
You know what that battle for the lead reminds me of? It reminds me of the truck race at Homestead last year, maybe at Texas, when Kyle Busch owned the machine and was on track and had young Bubba Wallace driving for him. Bubba didn't back down then. He's not backing down now.
Bubba is the most impressive driver of the race today, in my opinion. He's proven to have speed, but he's also proven to be willing to take chances. And I loved Texas in the truck race, Adam. Like you said last year, that was the first time I really saw anybody all year long in the truck Truck Series stand up to Kyle Busch and say, I'm better than you, I'm going to beat you. His engine unfortunately blew, but that night in Texas, Bubba Wallace became the real deal, and that's just continued.
I think that's why it's great that Cup drivers do the Xfinity Series racing, because it shows everyone what they can do against the best of the best, and it builds confidence within the drivers too that are actually doing it and racing with guys like Kyle Busch.
Battle for the lead. You got an Xfinity regular, a rookie, in Darrell Wallace Jr. going after the all-time wins leader in Kyle Busch, and right there as well, Joey Logano, who's already won 3 times this year. Wallace loses the momentum. Logano goes by for second.
Like Danica said, everything that Bubba's learning right now, he's learning it against the best in NASCAR. Joey Logano, Daytona 500 winner. Kyle Busch, so successful in this NASCAR Xfinity Series. Vince, this is a great race up front.
It is indeed, and it shouldn't be a surprise that we see Kyle Busch and Joey Logano running 1-2. They've had 14 1-2 finishes in the Xfinity Series. By the way, Kyle has won 5 of those, or Kyle has won 9 of those. Joey has won 5. So we'll probably see these two running up front throughout much of the day today. Logano just asked for a very slight change on that last pit stop. Said the car was just a tick free. They made an air pressure adjustment with those 4 tires, obviously coming on strong again.
And both of those drivers have won here in the Xfinity Series, but for different teams. Kyle Busch got it done in 04 driving for Rick Hendrick, and when Joey Logano won here, it was for Joe Gibbs.
We talked about Chris being fast earlier in the race, and here he is passing for 4th place, so he's still moving up.
And you know what? He has shown great patience. Starting 20th, he hasn't been overly aggressive, but here he is, not even 50 laps in and inside the top 5.
But we have seen the aggression too.
Oh, yeah, we've seen it.
Oh, yeah, Chris possesses it, no doubt.
And you know, with drivers, there's a time and a place, and Chris executed in the time and the place, which is the end of the race to win it. You know, lap 52 of 200 is not the time and place.
Joey Logano to the bottom. Look at Kyle Busch. He's going to chase him down there to try to aerodynamically stall him out, but it's too little too late, Adam. There goes Logano.
Logano slides up, and here's the words every driver likes to hear when they're going for the lead. All clear. Logano back on point. Kyle Busch is second. Darrell Wallace Jr. is third. Chris Buescher is fourth. Brian Scott is fifth. We're 43 laps in at Michigan. Landon Castle has stalled out, so we are under caution for the 4th time today here at Michigan. 45 of 125 laps complete for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Joey Logano, the race leader. Kyle Busch is 2nd. Darrell Wallace Jr. is 3rd. Pit stops coming. They will happen at lap 46. Couple staying out. The rest of them coming your way, Chris.
Adam, very late call to get Bubba Wallace on pit lane. The last couple laps, he said, down in 3 and 4, the car just jumping out from underneath him. So just left side tires. Matt?
And Boucher is in. He climbed to 4th. They're going to go left side tires on this stop. Going on the jack, not waiting on fuel. Vince.
The 9 car of Chase Elliott getting fuel and left sides only for Chase Elliott of the 9.
The drivers that stayed out, Joey Logano and Kyle Busch. Paul Menard, the fastest of those drivers that came down pit road.
Maybe just a little strategy from Menard. Got those tires earlier.
You know what I saw? I saw the 7 pulling out of his pit box and Martin Waugh in the 90 giving him some room.
Yeah, Michigan's one of the fastest places that we go in the Xfinity Series.
We love coming here.
This is definitely one of the fastest tracks that we race at on the circuit.
Big, sweeping corner.
Almost like a Daytona or Talladega.
And it makes momentum through the corner is crucially important.
We're going to try and keep the momentum up.
You're not out of the gas hardly any at all here. So you got to trim your cars out, get them on the ground, make them as fast as you can, and hopefully they'll still be pretty good in traffic.
If you tell me it's going to be like Daytona, Talladega, sign me up right away. And I think so far today it's been very entertaining.
The restarts are our favorite parts. We see people doing things they probably shouldn't and see if they get by with them. So far, so good. Great jump by Logano. We've seen that consistently. He's been fast off the go.
And keep an eye on Denny Hamlin. 2nd car inside lane. He also stayed out. Last pitted at lap 31 were right side tires. So these guys on older tires out front. And here comes Paul Menard.
He stopped and got a little fuel. Has 4 tires from that previous stop. So 4 tires and great track position. Menard won here a year ago. He's going to be strong from here on out.
And keeping the balance too. Not just taking one side tires, but all 4.
You see that shot Brian Scott gave in the rear end of Regan Smith, helping him out in the draft. And Smith has rebounded nicely, came back down to repair that damage, did that at lap 46, and they are rallying up to the 10th position.
Bubba looked like he got a little high there in 3 and 4.
Kyle Busch drops down to give his teammate Denny Hamlin in that Sun Energy 1 Toyota a push. Worked out for Hamlin, and now Busch clears Kyle Larson on the inside. So those two cars teaming up going forward.
Yeah, we're seeing some cars right up in that top 5 mix that we haven't seen there yet today. Mentioned Denny Hamlin. Paul Menard hasn't spent a ton of time in the top 5, won this race a year ago. And here comes Ty Dillon inside of the 42.
What about that?
We're getting a report on Bubba Wallace going in the wrong direction. What's going on, Chris?
Well, he just told the team he thinks he might have a right rear going down. So he's trying to figure it out right now. But the team down here in pit lane, they're ready for if he comes.
It's a difficult decision to make, Danica. What is he feeling that makes him think that, you think?
Instability, loose. But I tell you what, as a driver inside of the car, you're doing everything you can to be sure about your decision if you come down pit lane, because it can just take your whole day away.
Yeah, it's such a delicate balance. If you stay out there and the tire goes flat, you crash. If you pit and lose a lap, then that could take your chance away from winning. And we know how fast Bubba's car is. So he stays on the track. Looks like he's going to stay out there.
We got the guys at the front a little bit out of balance when it comes to strategy. And look at Kyle Busch up out of the groove. Here's what they were saying on the radio moments ago in regard to that strategy.
One stop to go from where we're at right here. Really close to it with these cautions, really close. I didn't think that many guys were going to pit, honestly. I thought that nobody would, except for maybe a couple guys in the back.
That was when that last caution came out. They decided to stay on track. So did Joey Logano, who's leading this race. And, you know, Denny Hamlin stayed out as well, Larry, and they're in the mix.
Yeah, this is interesting, Adam. I'm a little surprised that all drivers didn't pit, because all those drivers that pitted on that last caution, they can make it to the end on one more stop. Joey Logano and Kyle Busch, they're going to have to run 49 laps a run to get to the end on one more stop. But Denny Hamlin is the guy that I think can make this race on one more stop in that 20 car. But I'm a little surprised that especially Kyle Busch and Logano stayed out, or at least didn't come to pit road and get fuel on them.
Well, I was surprised early in the going, Larry, that Denny Hamlin didn't make any more progress than he did. Now that he has that track position, he's battling along with Kevin Harvick just ahead of this battle. We see Brian Scott running in the A spot, but you can see Hamlin's able to keep right up with this lead pack now. So an adjustment, what the strategy that the team employed, it's looking good now.
What's happening with our leader right now, Vince?
Well, the fuel strategy may be just one of the issues for the 22 and Joey Logano. Joey just reporting that he's got a vibration and it is getting worse. Car was also a little bit tighter to take off than it was that previous run, so maybe not quite as good as they were on the previous run, and the fact that they've got a vibration, certainly something to keep an eye on for the 22 of Logano.
You know, and those vibrations are one of those things that the pit lane is telling you, if it gets worse, let me know, we'll come down pit lane, and you're just really hoping it doesn't get worse. And really sometimes it's just maybe a wheel weight fell off or tire spun.
Exactly, but it's a perfect time for a wheel to be loose. You know, amount of laps that he's run since they were on pit road, so he has that in the back of his mind as well. You drivers understand exactly what you're dealing with. You run 10 or 15 laps after a pit stop and develop a vibration, that's a sure sign that you possibly have a loose wheel.
Kind of deja vu for this team, if you will. Leading a year ago, much later in the race, 5 to go, had a tire problem, had to make a pit stop and unable to finish the deal. And we know how good Team Penske is. Had a 31 race, top 10 streak, snapped a couple of weeks ago at Dover when Ryan Blaney got involved in a crash. They are good everywhere they go. In fact, the last time they finished outside the top 10 prior to that run at Dover, last couple of weeks, and that was last year here at Michigan when I talked about those problems Logano had late.
Look at Hamlin taking that high road. We talked about it coming in. You can see the big run he makes on Kevin Harvick up off the corner.
And all you have to do is get to their outside corner.
That's where he got, and he brought the heat, the sunshine.
Sometimes that's the easiest way to get by, is to just get to the corner. You don't have to pinch your corner off. You have the momentum.
Well, we saw Chase Elliott go to the apron to try to make a move. We saw Hamlin there go to the wide side. So that's drivers just trying everything they can to pick up ground. Great job by Hamlin there.
You know, there are 6 drivers entering today's race that have a win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, all of them running inside the top 7. We're 56 laps in to the 125 that make up today's Great Clips 250 in Michigan. Join NASCAR as we salute our veterans and active military members using the hashtag NASCAR salutes or visiting NASCAR.com/salute. 61 laps in at Michigan International Speedway. It's the 13th race of the year for the NASCAR XFINITY Series. 24th trip here to the Irish Hills. Joey Logano is the race leader. Started on the poles, led more laps than anybody else. He's been out front for 28 circuits. Paul Menard won this race a year ago. He is second. Kyle Busch has led 23 laps today. He is third. Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick complete the top 5. And that 20 car on a different strategy, but as close to the front as they've been all day, Matt.
And the young man on the right, 22-year-old Ross Kenseth, he's watching on because it's a learning weekend. Friday, he won his first ARCA race. Next weekend, he's going to make his first Xfinity Cup start. And basically what he's doing, he's listening to crew chief Mike Wheeler, how he calls the race, the cadence. And watching from this vantage point, he's also listening to Chris Lambert, the spotter he had yesterday and will utilize next week to listen how Chris calls the race. Just all about putting all the pieces together, learning what you can before you make that first big start.
It's not bad when you're a young driver and you make your first career start at one of NASCAR's top levels and you're driving the 20 car for Joe Gibbs Racing. That's nice, huh?
It's a pretty good situation. It's just great to be able to learn. You know, I know for me, I've always been very fortunate to be in great positions with great teams, great teammates, and people to learn from. And it just fast forwards that learning curve, which is something that as a driver you can really only hope for in a best case scenario.
You look at Denny's day, some highs and some lows so far this afternoon.
Yeah, we talked earlier about not a lot of progress. You can see he started back 13th and fell all the way to the bottom half of the top 20 and then just has slowly rebounded. The team made a great call to come and get left side tires after their first stop, get a little fuel in that car, and now he finds himself solidly in the top 5. But Adam, I just haven't seen the speed from Denny that I expected. Yesterday in practice, I thought he and Logano were the best 2 cars. Well, Logano certainly isn't disappointing. He's driven off to the biggest lead of the race, but Denny's just maintaining inside the top 5.
And you see the graphic here, and the last pit stop made for both Joey Logano and Kyle Busch at lap 27. So, you know what, we're going to be in a position where it won't be too much longer before those guys are going to have to come down for a scheduled green flag pit stop. And there's Darrell Wallace Jr. going in the wrong direction, Chris, and right now he finds himself in the 16th position.
And Adam, initially he thought he had a right rear tire going down. Obviously that's not the case. He just can't figure out this race car. He said, guys, it is all over the place. I don't know if something is broken or maybe we have a bad tire. And he told the team, stop telling me times. I'm just trying to stay calm in the race car.
That car looked wobbly down in turn 1 and 2. Bubba just barely hanging on to it. What I thought was interesting, Danica, when he was up front running for the lead, everything looked stable, and it got loose one time while battling up front, and then he dropped back, and it's just been a continuation of that. Could something have broken, or do you think he's just loose?
It could have. It could also be a tire inconsistency. It happens. And that's definitely frustrating, but it's definitely a possibility that it's just a tire inconsistency.
And when you're loose here, Adam, you've got to run nearly wide open. You have to drive all the way down into the corner, trusting that it's not going to spin out before you even start to breathe it. You know, you've got to think it's going to stick, and when it doesn't, it happens in a hurry.
And bad timing for a vibration. This is our longest green flag stretch of the day, so no opportunity to come down pit road and get it corrected without losing a ton of track position. As you see, Darrell Wallace Jr. scored in the 16th position. And we go back to the front, Joey Logano, last on pit road, lap 27, lap 67 right now. What are we thinking in regard to a green flag pit stop, Larry?
Well, I'm thinking about he and Kyle Busch. Both of them pitted at lap 27, Adam. And if they're thinking about trying to do this on one more stop, since they were last on pit one thing that helps them, we've had 9 caution laps. But they will have to go about another 8 laps to lap 76, maybe lap 77, which will be 48 to 49 to go, if they indeed are trying to make this race on one more stop, like I think almost every other driver out there is trying to do.
Kyle Busch making the move to the inside of Paul Menard. Looked like Menard got hung up on a little bit of traffic there, guys, and lost his momentum. Kyle tried to take advantage of that.
And I'm guessing if you're making a move like that, you're not thinking about saving fuel if you're Kyle Busch, right? I mean, if they're going to try to get to their window and save fuel, this is not the way to make that happen.
No, and gosh, look at Kyle. He's getting aggressive. He's right on Paul Menard's left rear. And, you know, in these cars, you don't have to actually hit the car to make them loose. So he was doing everything he could to get by there. But, yeah, saving fuel is one of those things that it always seems to be at the very last second, like, okay, save. Because, of course, it's so likely that the yellows come out. And you don't have to lose track position unnecessarily.
Talking about comers and goers, we discussed Bubba falling. Chris Buescher is on a roll. His last lap by, he was the fastest car on the track. You can see him making relative easy work of Kevin Harvick there down on the bottom of the racetrack, driving inside the top 5. Great car for Chris Buescher again this week.
But, you know, he had pitted at lap 46 and dropped back to 10th. Had to reel him in. He's doing it. Back in the top 5, 4 positions behind Joey Logano. Four cautions in the early portion of the race here at Michigan International Speedway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Things have calmed down now. 52 laps remaining. Joey Logano is the race leader. Kyle Busch is second. They need to come to pit road soon. How about right now? 52 to go. Here comes the 22. This would be a scheduled green flag pit stop.
He brings the 54 with him as well. Kyle Busch hits pit road 2, so these guys are going to hold their breath for a few laps till everybody cycles through and makes their pit stops.
They're heading your way, Vince.
Well, the good news for Joey Logano is that vibration we reported on earlier has leveled out. It did not get worse over the course of the last 15 laps of that run. The right side tires have been changed. The left side tires now being changed. They freed it up a little bit with air pressure adjustment. A little bit too snug during that run. The 54 of Kyle Busch, he liked it better on that previous run as well. Said he's just too tight and felt like he was wearing out those left sides a little too quickly.
By coming here, 50 laps to go, I think this puts them outside their window, and likely, unless they save a lot of fuel here, we will have to see Joey Logano and Kyle Busch come again. Unlike the others who stay on track, like Paul Menard, who has cycled through as the leader, they should get in their window and pit and wouldn't have to come again.
And Chris Buescher, who is running down our leader, Paul Menard. That 60 car is really fast. But, you know, at Dover, I thought the 60 was out of his pit window. He did some special things. So maybe those two that just pitted can pull off the same strategy.
That's also how he got his win at Mid-Ohio as well. He's obviously pretty good at conserving fuel.
Well, and another guy that we have to watch that's out of sequence. Denny Hamlin is third right now behind Chris Buescher. He last pitted at lap 31, but it looks like the 20 is going to be able to stretch it into that window where once he pits, he would be good to go the distance, and he's under attack right now by Kevin Harvick in the 88.
Looked like that 20 is a little bit loose. Last time I looked up, he was a little bit sideways in the corner, and when he goes through the turns, his back end's just hanging out. Kevin's going to pounce on him and take advantage of that.
You know, at a track like this where tires really don't mean as much because the lap times are very consistent, you kind of just want to be the first one to stop last so that whatever happens, you've got your track position. So if a yellow happens, you're in the right spot. At other tracks, now it's not always the case. You want to have good tires at the end, but it's not so important here.
But we're talking about fuel mileage. And that is something that always seems to come up when we come to this racetrack because you have so many long green flag runs. If you don't get good fuel mileage, you're going to get exposed.
A lot of on throttle time. Use a lot of fuel here. That's a long way around.
I think Chris Buescher's fixing to expose Paul Menard.
I think he is.
Getting ready to go down.
Yes, he is.
He has got a long run car.
Chris Buescher won 2 of the last 3 races. Did so in dramatic fashion 2 weeks ago at Dover and looking for the top spot, trying to get around the guy that won this race a season ago and is so good every time we come to Michigan. And Denny Hamlin stretched it too far, perhaps. We think he's out of fuel, 47 remaining, and can he limp around? We'll wait and see. Meanwhile, there goes Chris Buescher inside of Paul Menard, new man on point with 47 to go.
Menard tries to fight back on the high side, wanting to get to that right rear quarter, but he just can't quite pull it off. Chris Buescher to the front.
It's always that moment too when you're coming off the corner trying to take the spot away from somebody. You're like, please tell me clear. Oh, let's take it, and you hope that they're not there.
And you would guess now that he's out front, he would pull away, but maybe not the case. Menard hanging in there. By the way, Denny Hamlin, we saw him out of fuel, was third when the fuel tank went dry. Huge blow for this team. And the last time Hamlin drove the 20, he won from the pole at Richmond.
That's the Sun Energy car, and there's no sunshine, and he has no energy right now. That thing's coasting to pit road.
Well, that's the big penalty. He probably had to go, you know, a mile and a half almost to get around. That takes a really long time.
And now he'll most likely be speeding on pit road. No tachometer to monitor his speed, Matt. It looked like he came in pretty hot.
And that was what Chris Lambert told him. Try to moderate the best you can. I know you don't have power or attack. Just try to guesstimate where you need to be. Now his car, that run, his biggest issue, too tight on exit. Now he stalls. Trying to push, get him started. He stalls again. Oh, the problems just continue to multiply for Denny Hamlin.
Tough break for that 20 team that has been so strong in 2015, regardless of what driver's been behind the wheel.
Yeah, the Xfinity cars don't have fuel injection, so it's next to impossible to get one to fire right up. By the time they get the fuel up to the carburetor, it just takes a little bit of time.
Hamlin got it going. Right now he's being scored 31st, 2 laps down. Chris Buescher out front with 44 remaining. 40 laps to go for the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Michigan International Speedway, and a cycle of green flag pit stops underway. Let's go to Chris Neville.
Yeah, Ty Dillon having a nice bounce back all the way up to 4th, and now on this stop, the team going to try and loosen the car up a little bit. He said the balance good early in the run, but it gets too tight late. Vince.
The defending series champion Chase Elliott looking for his first win of the season. Car's pretty good. They took left sides only on the previous stop. This time it's a 4-tire change, but no adjustments to the 9 of Chase Elliott.
And while early we thought everyone would get 2 tires on their final stop, long green flag run, you got to fill it up with fuel. There's really no reason to not go ahead and get 4 tires, right?
Yeah, strategy's out the window. Now it's just a straight up 4-tire change and full of gas and race them to the finish. And Vince, the 88's coming your way, buddy.
That's exactly right. Says he just needs it to turn a little bit better all the way through the corner, but he said there is much better in clean air. They had fuel only on their previous stop at lap 46, so this is, as you guys noted, a 4-tire change and a chassis adjustment. Matt.
Paul Menard is out of fuel. Meanwhile, the 7 of Regan Smith's service already complete for him. Still trying to work a little more tightness into the 7.
Paul Menard was running on the apron over in turn 4, not the place you would want to be when you're coming to pit road making a green flag stop. Here you see him coming down, the car moving back and forth. No doubt last year's winner has run that thing out of fuel, as Matt said. Here he is, Matt.
In the 33, the car enters silent. They're going to go right sides the game plan. They're going to make a chassis adjustment to try to tighten him up. Now, meanwhile, they're going to ease down the right side so they can pack the fuel cell full of fuel. And meanwhile, the 2, his teammate, Brian Scott, is in significant chassis adjustment. They're going to go, you can see right now, the left side's going on. And meanwhile, the 60, Chris Buescher, giving up the lead. He's entering pit road. Now, on their previous stops, they had to wait for the air pressure to build up on the lefts because they took lefts. The car was extremely free, but it really came to them on that 60. The 33 car, Menard, still will not fire. Finally fires and he pulls away. They're going to add tape to the grill of Buescher to help the balance, and he's away.
And I thought they were having a problem on the 60. It was just that they were adding that tape that Matt alluded to. 2 tires for him. Let's go down and hear from Chris.
Well, Daniel Suarez, this is the first time he's been at Michigan International Raceway in any type of car. Having a pretty good day, just running outside the top 15, but saying the 18 car since the start, a vibration.
He gets his service and is away.
Darrell Wallace finally coming in, trying to get new tires on that car. Still some question marks on what's going on there, so it'll be interesting to see on this run, does that solve the issues?
Bubba Wallace ran over his pit line. He had to back the car up, did a good job doing that. Hearing that Brendan Gaughan was too fast exiting the pit, so a number of mistakes. See, a tire has gotten away as well.
And that's from the 43 of Dakota Armstrong. So a penalty coming their way as well. 36 to go. Eric Almirola has cycled through as the race leader. He's won here in the Truck Series, but now he will give up the top spot and make his scheduled stop. It'll happen with 35 remaining.
And what do you know? Joey Logano on top.
It cycles through, Chris Neville. What are they saying in the 98 pit?
Oh, Eric Almirola, he's been running around 10th most of the day, and he said, the guys, the balance has been pretty good. It's just the car isn't that fast. I can't seem to find any other way to get any more speed out of this car. Oh, and you see problems there on the right front. So a slow stop for Eric Almirola.
And everything is now cycled through, as you said, Danica. Joey Logano back on point. Of course, he and Kyle Busch came earlier than anyone in this cycle of stops because they were out of sequence. They didn't have the fuel load to go until now. The question becomes for Joey and Kyle, can you go the distance? And based on what we saw with Denny Hamlin, I would say they probably can't. Wedged in between them in the running order is Chris Buescher. Larry, what do you see here?
Yeah, on Joey Logano and Kyle Busch, Adam, they needed to run 49 laps. They needed, as I pointed out, they needed to run to about lap 76. They both pitted on 74, which is 51 to go. And remember, there were 9 cautions in that period. And actually, speaking of caution, we have one now.
Well, that could be a big break for those guys. And the reason for the caution, that tire that got away on the pit lane.
Got to get that back over the other side of the wall. But the caution's interesting. Now what do you do? Chris Buescher, he has plenty of gas to get to the finish, and he's setting in a great spot. He was closing on Joey Logano when that caution flew.
Fifth caution of the day. Let's go back and look at the pit stop for Buescher's teammate, Darrell Wallace Jr. that you talked about, Michael.
He just got in there a little hot, trying to get all he could, and you can see the thing slides right through the pit box. You've got to stay behind that white and black line in order to make your stop. Bubba gets her way back there, and the team does a great job of recovering from that.
We all know one of the great opportunities to make up ground on the pit lane, or on track rather, is during a cycle of green flag pit stops. And Chris Buescher was 5.11 seconds back of Joey Logano when that whole cycle began. And here he is. He was running the 5th position, and now he finds himself in the runner-up spot and very much in the hunt and on the good side of the fuel mileage gauge. So this team is really in position to get it done.
Brendan Gaughan will get back on the lead lap. He'll get the free pass. So some trouble in pit road for Gaughan, Adam, and he's able to overcome that with the free pass. But it's late in the going. When you make a mistake this late in the race, it's almost impossible to overcome it.
And there are still 22 cars on the lead lap.
22, neither one can make it on fuel. We just need a tiny bit of fuel here. I say we got to take our lumps to get the fuel, get it out of the way here.
Take your lumps. Can't win if you ain't got any gas.
Such a gamble because the yellows could definitely come, especially with got a restart coming here. I wonder how many laps short he is.
See what the team decides to do. That was the talk. Wow, here comes Logano as well. Buescher stays on the track. So we talked about strategy. What would these teams do? A couple of our front three have come to pit road.
I want to correct myself. 16 cars on the lead lap, not 22. That will help these two drivers that are coming down now to make pit stops, and no doubt that will put them in their window to be able to go the distance. 32 to go. Here's Kyle and Joey. Vince?
Both former winners. Kyle Busch won here in 2004 in the Xfinity Series. It's going to be a 4-tire change for the 54 of Kyle Busch. As for the 22 of Joey Logano, Logano's a little bit too snug, so they're going to free it up. It's a 4-tire change, but they're slow on the left side. The Jackman didn't get around in time, and Kyle Busch easily the first one off pit road, and now Logano is freeing away.
We'll reset the running order when we come back. Another restart prior to the stretch run. Gonna be a good one. Chris Buescher, Kevin Harvick, Chase Elliott, Regan Smith, Ty Dillon, your top 5 at Michigan.
we're under caution at Michigan. A great time to show you one of the greatest mentors in all of professional sports giving back. Thursday, Danica Patrick visiting the Boys and Girls Club of Lenawee here in Michigan. Looks like Danica having a great time, shaking it with the tutu and spending time with all of the kids.
I'm not sure who's having more fun there, Danica or the boys and girls. But Danielle, I got a chance to visit the Boys and Girls Club over in Richmond a few years ago for Fox Sports support, and what a great place for those boys and girls to go hang out.
Looks like they had a fun time with Danica.
Yeah, and I want to challenge you to a game of air hockey, actually.
I'm glad they didn't show too much of it because my game face is not pretty.
I want to challenge you to a dancing match. You look like you had some moves there, and you know I'm quite the dancer.
I didn't have. I mean, I just did this. I mean, those aren't moves. I can't shake it like you can.
Is this little Dallas?
This is Dallas, yes. In fact, she's even softer in person, but it was fun to make her into a stuffed animal, immortalize her, and all the money that is made from her is going to animal charities. So get your Dallas dog.
And where do we go to get a Dallas dog?
You can get it online or you can get it at the track.
Okay, and there you go. Our 5th driver analyst of 2015, but the first to bring a prop to the booth, and it's a lovely dog. Dallas the dog. Get yours today and help a good cause, right?
She's cuter than me. She's cuter than me.
I don't know. That's a stretch.
It's going to get good on track. When we go green, it's going to be Chris Buescher out front.
We can do this today. Just nail this last restart, you get out front. Yeah, absolutely. Really proud of you guys. This is a lot of fun showing up like this. We'll go get this thing. But to run hard here could be entertaining. Dang right.
He knows what he's got to do. Joey Logano's got those fresh tires, but he's buried deep in the field. Look at that car go 3 wide right off the bat. Logano all the way down off the racetrack to the apron making passes.
He and Kyle Busch restarted 12th and 13th. Look at this mess off of turn 2.
Did we tell you how fun the restarts are? Look at these guys.
Chase Elliott got a great run down the front straight, got to the inside.
Where did Regan Smith come from? There he is to second. His teammate Kevin Harvick is there. Kyle Larson 3 wide on the inside. And Kyle Busch swinging high in that black 54.
Logano had all of his momentum chopped off when they got down to turn 1. He didn't get anywhere with that restart.
1 lap, 12th to 4th for Kyle Busch on those fresh tires. He wants to win in his return to the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Man, I love that picture. You can hear how bad he wants it, just using that throttle. Saw Regan Smith get a little bit loose just ahead of Kyle. Now he's going to try to side draft, pull away from Smith, and make the move down into turn 3.
Meanwhile, Kevin Harvick out of nowhere drives around the outside. I didn't see that coming.
Where was he at? How'd that happen? Tells you how good these guys are.
You know, Junior Motorsports struggled at times in practice yesterday, at least if you looked at the timesheet. Here they are working together, all of them inside the top 6, now the top 5.
3, 4, 5, pushing each other toward the front.
Literally.
Totally.
All of that happening behind Kyle Larson, who worked his way to second on the restart, and Chris Buescher, who is out front with 27 to go, looking for his 3rd win in the last 4 races.
Man, Kevin just cleared him too.
Check out Joey Logano. He's coming, guys. Look at him. He's making his way around Menard there. His restart didn't work out. He was aggressive. He did everything he needed to, but when he got down to turn 1, they were 4 wide, Danica. He didn't have anywhere to go.
Sometimes when they're 4 wide, you know, you try and not lose anything.
Now watch this. He's catching traffic here. He needs to make up time in a hurry. What do? Go down to the grass if you have to.
Look at Craig Irwin. Oh my gosh, what in the world is he doing? That's fantastic.
That's the only way he's going to win this race with the restart he had. He's bounced back to the 6th spot, so he's in contention. If he can just make a couple of quick moves and get a caution late, this car is the favorite.
And he's got a big streak on the line. He's finished top 2 in his last 8 starts in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. That's 3rd best all time, talking about Joey Logano, and so good so far in 2015. 5 starts, 3 wins, 2 runner-ups, and he's led almost 600 laps.
We saw Kyle Busch using that higher lane when he got caught in traffic. Be interesting to see if Joey creeps up there and sees if he can make any ground.
Kevin's looking pretty strong. He's third place, and he looks like he's catching.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yellow.
Daniel Suarez, rookie, making his first start at Michigan International Speedway in any kind of vehicle, brings out our 6th caution of the day.
This kid's been amazing all year long. Didn't have a lot of experience. Got up to speed in a hurry. Hadn't made very few mistakes throughout the year, so be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, he's done an impressive job all year long, but, you know, accidents are inevitable, and you got to learn from them. That's the only way you learn.
Inconclusive.
Definitely up too high.
I was going to say, he got up in that portion of the track where you know bad things can happen.
You don't know if he got a little bit of contact entering the corner or if he just got loose in, but it definitely sent him up the hill.
23-year-old out of Monterrey, Mexico, spent a lot of time in the top 15, was running 15th when he got sideways over in turns 1 and 2.
Our coverage of the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup continues later today as Brazil squares off against Spain right here on Fox Sports 1. Then later tonight, a complete wrap-up of the action. Women's World Cup tonight. And on Tuesday, Team USA continues their quest for a 3rd World Cup title as they take on Nigeria back on your local Fox station. And catch the whole tournament streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Here on Fox Sports 1, a busy afternoon at Michigan, and the headline Larry Mack, Kyle Busch makes his return.
Yeah, just 3.5 months after that injury at Daytona, started 11th, but Danielle, it didn't take him long to take the lead.
Absolutely. 11th to 2nd in 10 laps, took the lead for the first time on lap 16. Your pole sitter Joey Logano in the 22, taking the lead though from Rowdy.
Yeah, Joey sat on the pole. Joey lost this race a year ago with 5 to go, having a flat tire, had to make a pit stop.
The last time we raced Chris Buescher in victory lane at Dover, lap 79, he takes the lead from Paul Menard. And lap 79, Denny Hamlin in the 20 runs out of gas, running 4th at the time.
Yeah, we almost think they didn't get it full the last trip he had made to pit road.
More trouble for Joe Gibbs Racing. The rookie, Daniel Suarez, his first trip to Michigan International Speedway, spins out. That's why we're under caution with 23 laps to go here at Michigan. And a reminder for you, be sure to tune in to the Camping World Truck Series from Iowa on Friday, June 19th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern right here on Fox Sports 1. 21 laps now, and Chris Buescher is out in front, guys. Adam, the question, can he hang on and get his 3rd win of the year?
He looks strong right now, Danielle, and someone else we need to keep an eye on as we get set for the restart. The guy going 17th, that would be Denny Hamlin, got the free pass under this, our 6th caution. So 17 cars on the lead lap, and restarting 2nd will be Kyle Larson.
Didn't that 54 restart like really far back? He started 3 rows behind, and he just did his typical jump to the top side in the gray and kept his foot in it.
That I couldn't explain that better.
I think he did his typical jump to the gray and drive to the front.
That guy should be on TV. That's exactly what he did.
No. That would not be good job security for us. 20 to go as we get the green flag. Larson inside of Chris Buescher, and right behind Buescher, the aforementioned Kyle Busch.
He decided the best way for him to win this race was to push Buescher. He had a chance to get to the outside. Now he takes advantage of that.
Doing his typical jump in the gray. That allows Larson to go to the lead. Harvick driving by on the inside. Buescher going the wrong direction off of turn 2.
But he maintains in the middle. You can see that red hood. He was able to stay between those 2 cars, but that's not a great place to be.
And look at Logano fanning out. Kyle Busch to the inside for the lead. Menard coming with him. The 2 strongest cars today, side by side for the top spot off of 4. Give it to Logano. Power move.
Busch got loose exiting turn 4, and it gave Logano just...
Throw that. Dig it. Flip that mirror up, baby. All good.
4 wide for position behind him. 4 tires on 22 as well, so he's got everything in the world going for him right now, but don't think these guys won't heat him up yet.
Yeah, those top 3 all came down under caution at lap 93, got tires, fueled it up. So we know they're great on fuel, and those fresh tires might have paid off right there.
Look at Kyle close in on corner entry, though. That 54 is not done. Oh, got a crash.
David Starr involved. Hard hit into the wall. The 55 of Jeffrey Earnhardt, our 7th yellow of the day.
All right, that's a shame for Jeffrey Earnhardt. Hard crash for he and David Starr.
Looked like a car got up high. I wonder if the car spun and collected him.
Oh, and Darrell Wallace Jr. also got a piece of the action.
Man, those guys are racing hard from 1st to 21st.
Darrell. Just going to say, Michael, it sure looked like that 3rd lane was coming in, but not the 4th. A lot of 3 wide racing there. That's exciting stuff.
It is.
Darrell was on the lead lap there and scored inside the top 20. In fact, he was 16th position, but got a lot of damage there.
Wow.
Brennan gone up high.
Bubba was loose on the inside of Brennan. Another car got sideways as well. See if we can see what happens to Starr. He's the black car on the inside.
Inside, keep rolling, reckon behind you, Gather it up here, gather it up.
Did it look like maybe Bubba made contact with Brendan and got him loose and then just tried to squirt by?
Well, it looked like Brendan came up in front of him.
And then I think Bubba just tried to gas it up and get by Brendan before he hit him, and I think that made...
See Brendan come across to the left.
And listen to, here right there, he just tried to give it gas to get away from Brendan and got loose and spun out.
It seemed like it was fine. I wonder if someone was on the inside of Bubba. Wonder if it got him a little bit loose.
Brendan gone, no worse for wear. He stays on track. He's in the 15th spot.
That was a high-speed traffic jam.
Meanwhile, let's hear what's happening with a guy that is now out front, Joey Logano.
That was bad, by the way. A little bit like Superman there. That was awesome, man. Now what do I do?
Yeah. You know, that's a great question. We've seen the front row be vulnerable. Guys get the draft, jump around them, put them 3 wide, and that's exactly what Logano is wondering. What am I going to do now?
How much pressure on a restart here? When, you know, in a way, you're playing with house money on a restart and you're 6th or 7th and you come to the front and you get the top spot. Now you're out front and you got to deal with it. A lot of pressure here?
It's a high pressure situation. Picking the right lane, getting the right jump, having the right help behind you. It's also a thought to think about who's going to start behind me. Are they going to be able to push me? Are they a teammate? Are they the opposite of a teammate?
A lot to manage here, Vince.
That's right, and you guys heard the radio. What do I do now? Well, the big decision to make is, do you take the top side or the bottom side on this restart? And conferring with crew chief Greg Irwin, Logano decided that they would take the top side because he feels like it gives them a little bit more room to work. But you know it's going to be busy here with 17 to go.
I really feel like, at least in my Cup car, that when I'm on the inside, while sometimes that's the comfortable place to be line-wise, you get somebody on your outside and it just drags you back so easily. And like we talked about at the beginning of the race, where someone's on your outside, it just drags you down. And while it's hard to clear people, it's the same thing. If you're on the outside, at least you can work with the momentum. And as I said, all you have to do is get to somebody's outside corner. So the outside really is a little bit more safe, I would say.
Yeah, and if he takes the outside, that's going to put Harvick right behind him. We know how aggressive Harvick is in these circumstances. All these drivers are going to be aggressive. We saw so much fun out of Kyle Larson taking every run he can take advantage of. So this is going to be a great restart.
So today at Michigan, all about the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Tomorrow, Sprint Cup teams do battle here, but the Cup guys and gals off next week. Not the case for the NXS. They're going to Chicagoland Speedway for round 14.
Next week, we head to the Windy City to see if the young guns of the Xfinity Series can tame the mile-and-a-half oval at Chicagoland Speedway. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox Sports 2 and continues on Fox Sports 1 at 9:30 p.m. with the Xfinity Series at Chicagoland.
Larry McReynolds going to be with Michael and I next weekend as we go at it in the Windy City. We look forward to that. Now, 3 things you need to know from today's race at Michigan. Chase Elliott in the 6th position. 27 starts since his last win, coming at Chicago, where we go next week. That happened last July. Chris Buescher in the 7th position, looking for his 3rd victory in the last 4 starts. Got his first win of the season at Iowa and won a couple of weeks ago at Dover. And then there's Regan Smith. He scored 9th right now, won this race 2 years ago, one of his 4 career victories, all of them coming as driver at Junior Motorsports.
That last restart, Adam, was more than my blood pressure could stand. They were all over each other. The key to this start is Kyle Busch putting Chris Buescher in a very tough situation. Watch, he squeezes him to the middle. Buescher rebounds to 7th place.
See Logano pushing Kyle, gave him the momentum. Went to that outside like he likes to do.
And look at this, 3 wide on the backstretch. Look at the run Logano has. Comes up, bam, right in the back of Kyle Busch. Kyle gets to the corner to pass. Joey goes the other direction.
Those are the hits that you're okay to take because they help push you forward.
So you see there how vulnerable the front row was. Buescher from the lead. Samantha can hardly stand to watch. All the way back to 7th. And that's the other end of the spectrum.
Well, a little different reaction for them than when Joey made it 3 wide, up, down, in the middle, over in turns 1 and 2.
If I'm Kevin Harvick and Paul Menard, I'm thinking this is my chance to win the race. This is an important restart, a chance for you to put yourself out front late.
Quick thought about the championship battle. We'll get the green flag with 14 to go. Chris Buescher, we talked about, dropped back on that last restart. He is 7th. Came in with a 15-point advantage over Ty Dillon. The 3 car right now scored in the 15th position, one of the final cars on the lead lap. Logano outside lane. Inside of him, Kyle Busch. Both drivers have won here, both in the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the Sprint Cup Series. Right behind them, Paul Menard, Kevin Harvick. Kyle Larson restarts 5th. Top series regular on the restart will be Chase Elliott, who goes in the 6th position.
And these boys, Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, excuse me, Elliott Sadler up in the top 10, Regan Smith, they're racing for a championship. That's why these restarts are extra intense for them. They're not only trying to win a race, they're trying to win a championship.
And you want to stay out of the mess. And we could have a big one right here as we get going with 14 laps remaining. Money is on the line at Michigan.
Harvick pushing Logano down toward turn 1.
That's what you want. Except when you turn into the corner.
Kyle Busch hanging right with him in that inside lane.
And this is what Harvick maybe is looking for, a chance to dive to the bottom, take them 3 wide.
Look at the momentum he has, and he has nowhere to go with it.
Elliott Sadler out of line, trying to get in the top 5.
Look at Sadler come. We haven't talked about Elliott all day long. That car is running well late in the going. Oh, Menard sideways.
Ooh,
and he's going to kiss the wall.
Hang on.
They scatter to miss him, and somehow everyone does, but they're wrecking here. That's Conley in the black 14, sideways through the grass, and also the 16 of Ryan Reed. 8th caution of the day, and it takes out one of the drivers that had a chance at victory. Paul Menard and Jeremy Clements in the 51 got damage as well. That team has been on a roll lately.
Looked like he got the worst end of it all. That 51 cars tore up severely on both ends, and Menard's day's over obviously as well.
Tough for that 33, who was a part of the owner's championship equation. Austin Dillon has been able to take that car to victory lane twice this year. You see the window net down as safety officials arrive on the scene of that 51 car driven by Jeremy Clements, a team that has been, as I said, so good lately and always overachieves week in and week out.
Looks like they're stopping him on the back straight too.
Well, we're inside of 15 to go, so NASCAR wants to get this mess.
Yeah, there's a lot of grass across the front straight. I'm sure they're thinking, you know, let's clean it up, keep the track clear. It's safer for the corner workers, safer for everybody, and then it gives us more racing.
Yeah, and
more
heavy
exciting
overnight,
racing like we've seen.
Which is exactly what we all signed up for. And I'll tell you that we had that heavy overnight rain here, and that's what created all that debris on the front straightaway that Danica talked about. And there's a good sign, and the fan giving a loud cheer to Jeremy Clements, who's climbed from his race car, will walk to the ambulance and take that mandatory ride to the infield care center.
Definitely with all that overnight rain and staying here at the track in my bus, I know there was a lot of rain. It's muddy, it's soft. The splitter digs in, makes a mess. You don't stay on top of hard dirt. You're sinking in.
And you can see the debris littering that infield grass, and it's exactly what you said. You get down in there, it's that soft. It's just going to tear parts and pieces off of your vehicle.
Well, especially at a place like Michigan where it's so fast, so pretty much smooth, you're getting that car down as far as it can go, and you know, unfortunately there's no room for soft grass in that.
8th caution of the day turns into our first red flag, and you saw Paul Menard parked on pit road. The team surveying the damage, getting ready to make repairs, but NASCAR rules prohibit them from working on the car under red. They can formulate a plan, but they can't touch the vehicle until we go back under caution. And now a look back at what happened.
Menard just gets loose, it looks like. When Elliott Sadler went up, it took the air off Menard's car, and around he went.
Paul might not have been expecting Elliott to come up so much in the corner, and it just was enough to push him up.
And that Jeremy Clements car, he had bounced off the inside wall and then into Menard. Watch the 51 car of Clements.
Yeah, there he is, far right of your screen, got turned, and this camera angle doesn't pick that up. There you see him caroming off that inside wall that Michael talked about.
What a ricochet that was for that young man.
I always feel like when stock cars crash, they're like footballs. You just don't know where they're going to go. And especially here, it's a pretty flat track. They could end up anywhere. You go to a place like we were a couple weeks ago, Dover, it cleans low. But here, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I thought it was the 33, the 14, and the 16 that got all the damage. And then Jeremy Clements kind of came out of nowhere, and he really had the hardest impact of all because of that hit on the inside wall, just about where you would make your exit from the racetrack onto the pit lane.
Yeah, and that was a bad angle for him to hit, too. The car really was going fast when he hit that safer barrier. Thank goodness for the safer barriers. They've certainly cushioned that blow for him, but it was significant.
You know, I would have said that for Joey and Kyle to pit like they did and lose all that track position, I thought, you know, is that going to allow Chris Buescher to just kind of drive away with it? But just shows how impressive they are as drivers to be able to go from, I think, 12th and 13th to first and second. I mean, that's no problem at all.
Yeah, this is a problem for that small team there, though. They've, like you said, Adam, been on quite a roll, and to have the car destroyed, which it is, that's a blow that team will have to stomach.
Man, we're getting ready for that busy summer stretch of races in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. A lot of work ahead for the guys in the 51 camp. Red flag is out at Michigan. Joey Logano is the race leader. The red flag has been lifted here at Michigan. We continue under caution. And here is what happened. Watch Paul Menard right of your screen in that 33.
That just tells you, Danica, how close to out of control these cars are.
They are. Just a little bit of air gets taken away from you, or having to adjust the wheel to track up and not make contact with somebody. There was already, you know, a string of 3 or 4 cars in front of him, so not a lot of air there.
Let's check in with Joey Logano. He's leading this race. Joey Logano, it's Michael Waltrip and Danica Patrick up here in the Fox Sports 1 booth. Do you copy, bud?
Yeah, man. I got you guys.
Well, we appreciate you taking a little bit of time to talk to us. What an amazing restart you had there. The front row seems to have been vulnerable most of the day, but on the last one, you were able to hold the lead. What are you thinking now?
I don't know. I had a good pusher with Harvick there the last restart. Now we'll see what happens this next one. Kyle's obviously pretty good at restarts also. So we got a bunch of really good drivers up here with some fast race cars, and it'll be a heck of a race for you guys. I can promise you that. We'll just try to get out there. Once you get single file, you got a little better shot at winning this thing, but right now it's anybody's when this thing starts.
Hey, Joey, it's Danica. We're watching up here, and we're seeing how the front row is sometimes a sitting duck. Do you get that feeling being out front, or do you feel pretty confident? And I'm assuming you might take the outside again. Is that right?
I think at the top right now. Yeah, depends. If you make the right moves, you're not a sitting duck. But if you make one mistake and one of them gets a position on you, it's game over. So just got to make sure about my game, make the right moves here.
Well, we've had a ball watching you, buddy. Close out the deal. You've won 3 of 5. Make it a 6 or 5th or 4. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
All he cares about is getting that 4th win, right?
Yeah, I'm terrible at math.
1 to go has been given. We'll get the restart with 10 laps remaining. Let's send it to Vince Wells.
Getting a kick out of you guys up there with Greg Irwin, the crew chief. Greg, what's key in making the decision as to whether you're going to choose the inside or the outside? Joey indicated outside. Why?
I think just how your car gets, obviously, through the corner there, coming up through the gears. That's been kind of the favored lane here the last, couple years anyway in this Xfinity race. And then Joey's really a pretty hot shoe when it comes to restarts, and he proves it every weekend. So we'll see. It's been working for him.
Adam.
Thanks, Vince. They've lined up coming off of turn 2. Logano, there you see him in that outside lane. Kyle Busch to his left. This time for Logano, not going to be Harvick behind him, going to be Chase Elliott. And Harvick will actually line up behind Kyle Busch. And you see this here, and we talked about it earlier. Joey and Kyle, 14 career 1-2 finishes in the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
I mean, Chase, I'm sure, will be aggressive, but Kevin was obviously a great pusher on that last start. And shoot, I don't know what to ask Joey. I mean, they just came from the back to the front, no problem. I mean, I'm sure that, I'm sure Joey's going to get a great restart here, but Chase will definitely, I think, have to help.
Yeah.
Because we know Kevin's gonna.
This is a case of the cream rising to the crop. The two most successful drivers in this series over the last couple years, right on the front row. But man, you gotta like Kyle Busch's chance, because we saw the push that Harvick was able to give Joey. If he gives that same push to Kyle, that might be the winning tandem.
Just got to clear him, like Joey said. You just got to get out front, single file, and we'll see if he can do it here.
And keeping in mind, this might not be our final restart of the day. Could we get another caution? Green flag waving again at Michigan.
There's the big push from Harvick, and it's working. Kyle's got the momentum.
Yeah, Chase Elliott was laid back a little bit, and there goes that inside lane. Harvick shoving Kyle Busch to the lead. And now Harvick going for it himself.
Wow, up to the outside. Now Logano's going to make a decision. He's going to push Harvick past Busch.
That worked perfect for Kevin.
3-car train. Chase Elliott was in it. Crossover move. He pushed Harvick for the lead. Now he's going to go take it from him. Joey Logano back out front.
Wow.
Man, so fast.
What a power move Logano made. That was amazing.
But you really see that it almost runs like a speedway, where you saw on the bottom, it looked like Joey got a good jump, but since there was a gap there, he hits that air and falls back, and the inside got pushed and led.
Harvick tries to take the, we documented, I'm not real good at math, but I think I counted 4 lead changes in 1 lap on that restart. And look at this push Chase Elliott's giving Harvick now. They're coming.
He did shove him. And here comes Harvick to the inside, looking for the top spot. A little wiggle, a little contact maybe, and there goes Harvick around. Logano in the wall. Chase Elliott drives through. He's going to lead with 8 laps remaining.
They both saved it.
That is hard racing. You could see, obviously, Kevin was on the inside, and just there was no more side force on the car, and that's what happens when you're going 200 miles an hour. When you take away one side of the big square that you've got, there's nothing to lean on there.
Chase Elliott out in front late in the going. Kyle Busch on his heels. And look at who's running 3rd and 4th. Amarola and Elliott Sadler.
How about that? Chase out front.
And now our high sense smart move of the race. The drafting help among teammates, and then a little contact.
But the saves are amazing. Both those cars are skating out of control at 190 miles an hour.
Let's look at it on board Kevin Harvick.
worked all day long to put yourself in a position to win the race.
Come on, get going, get going. You want to downshift, but you know you can't.
Look at Chase Elliott trying to break the draft on Kyle Busch, pulled to the bottom of the racetrack.
Sure, he can see that Kyle's catching him, and he will probably, but
catching him and passing him is two different things. We saw that with Harvick.
I was just about to say the track has widened out a little bit, but it's Kyle is really good, and he can run high or he can run low.
And don't write off some of these others. Elliott Sadler strong late. Looking to the inside of Eric Almirola for third. Kyle Larson in that mix. Those are the last three in the top 5.
How about Hamlin, 6th?
Rebounded from that running out of fuel.
Got the free pass, and here he is in the top 10.
Look at Buescher. A couple of bad restarts. He fell all the way back to the 9th spot. He's trying to rebound. These guys are looking for one more caution, because we know with one more caution, anything can happen.
5 laps to go when they come by the start-finish line this time. Almirola hanging on to that 3rd position. Here's the battle for the top spot. Chase Elliott, who hasn't won since July of last year. Won Rookie of the Year and Championship in the same season. Happened last year, but I got to tell you what, this kid has been disappointed so far in 2015, trying to get back on track, and he'd feel real good if he could do it by beating Kyle Busch at Michigan.
Look at that line Busch runs. He gets up on the edge of the dark part of the track and is making it work. What a move.
That's the power position right there, being on the outside.
He almost ran out of the groove, Adam, to make that pass, and he hadn't made it yet. Look at Elliott battling back on the inside.
Because for Chase, he's having to also think to himself, I can't track up too far, or how close is Kyle on my outside, to have a scenario like Kevin had in 3 and 4 where
don't jack your entry yet.
3.5 laps to go, and it's now Kyle Busch out front here at Michigan. And go back to qualifying. These were the 2 cars that were great in that final round. Their times disallowed because they didn't get back to the start-finish line in time. No problem. Started 11th and 12th. They're 1-2 with 3 laps remaining.
I'm sure this feels pretty good for Kyle after what he's gone through this year and being out of the car, and here he is leading first Xfinity race back.
Yeah, what about this return? Talking about triumphant, he's 3 laps away from putting an exclamation point on his
return.
And you know what's amazing about it, Danica, is before the race he talked, and he didn't have much energy for how that car was running. He said, we'll win this year, but I don't think it's going to be today.
2 to go this time by.
I think that might not be true. But I tell you what, there's still time for a yellow.
I don't know what to do there, buddy. That was wide open, wide open. It's all right, man. Just get it draft. We're going to try again.
That's frustration there. Just hold it wide open, and that's how special Kyle Busch is. Elliott was running wide open, and Kyle figured out a way to pass him.
Yeah, I mean, when you're running wide open as a driver, you know you're doing everything you can possibly do, and so you're almost not really mad. And there's a lot of things that play into it. The car, the horsepower. I mean, when you're wide open, you got to look at that stuff.
2 miles from victory for Kyle Busch. Got a few car links over Chase Elliott as they go into turns 1 and 2 for the final time here at Michigan.
Amazing story, Kyle Busch coming back to the Xfinity Series, and looks like he's going to win this race.
4 months ago.
Good to see Chris Buescher. He just dropped from 4th to 5th, but I mean, he definitely had to climb back from a couple of bad restarts there. So.
Hey, Kyle Busch, welcome back. 4 months away after those injuries in the season opener at Daytona, but he's right where he belongs, out front the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Yeah, man, finished again. We won here. Thanks, Dan. Good job, boys.
71st career victory at Michigan.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, welcome back. That's the way you do it, huh, Adam?
And if he could go out and get the weekend sweep tomorrow, he'd put himself right back in the equation for a Sprint Cup Series championship.
Kept working. Good job. Good car.
Great race today.
Oh, it was. Aren't they fun? I'm glad you came up.
I got to tell you,
such a good view up here.
we need to give credit to that 54 team because they have had a lot of different drivers behind the wheel this year in Kyle's absence. Chris Gale and that group have done a good job of getting better week in and week out. Runner-up a few weeks ago at Charlotte with Denny Hamlin. You knew their program was on track, and Kyle Busch comes out and gets him the trophy today.
Absolutely. Teams are evolving, getting better all the time, and without Kyle being in the car, all the other drivers did a great job of helping that progression.
Saw Chris Gale getting off the pit box. Second career victory for him, the other with Elliott Sadler last year at Talladega.
What about Elliott Sadler? Top 5 finish for him today. That's a great run.
I'll tell you, the Roush Fenway organization really has strengthened their program in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Buescher leading a bunch of laps today. Danica mentioned the fact that he was in the top 5, and Elliott Sadler comes home in the 5th position, and that team is on quite a roll here in the last 4 or 5 races.
They are. We saw Bubba Wallace crash. He rebounded for a top 15 finish, and we were racing for a championship, and you get crashed, and you can get 15th out of it. That's a great day. But that's the man the story's about today. Coming back to the Xfinity Series, first time since he had that terrible crash down in Daytona and driving to victory lane.
Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano going for the race lead, got together, both slid up toward the outside wall. They finished 6th and 7th. Harvick was 6th, Logano 7th today, and that top 2 streak that we talked about, 8 in a row entering this afternoon's competition, is gone for Joey Logano.
Great finish for Chase. That's definitely the best he was running all day long, and you want your best position. I mean, obviously he was leading, but you want it to come at the very end of the race. So that's going to help out a lot, I'm sure, with the points.
And that team, yeah, they really needed that when you talk about the championship chase and some confidence. Let's hear from Joey Logano, 7th today, Matt.
Climb from the car, and Joey, your fortunes, did it start on that final restart with a 9-lane back?
Yeah, I mean, it's just you know, we were able to clear back past them after I got past in the start, and then 88 had a good run underneath me there, and he just drifted up and got into me. And that's pretty much does the whole story right there. He just drove in over his head and got loose underneath me, and up we went. So you know, I'm watching it on the big screen now. It's just like I gave him enough room. Just, you know, racing hard for the win. I get that. It's just too many times.
Thank you, Joey.
Chase Elliott finishes 2nd today, the 2nd runner-up finish of the season. Anything you could have done there at the end to hold off Kyle?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of things. Just looking back, I wish I had known what to do, just doing a better job working the air. I have not done enough studying on that, I guess, to learn how to get away, and that's just completely my fault. I think our car was plenty fast enough to stay out front, and I chose the wrong lanes when he chose the right ones, and just have work to do on my end.
2nd place for Chase Elliott today.
Well, that's how you get better. You just say, I could have won that race, and you're racing against a pretty special driver on your outside, and Chase did a great job.
But you also know you're racing against Kyle Busch, and if you drift up in front of him, that just might be the very end of your day. So, you know, that's also a mature decision to not slide up in front of him or cut him off or put yourself in contention and not finish or have damage.
We heard from Logano. Now let's get Kevin Harvick's side of the story, Matt.
And Kevin, what took place between yourself and the 22 Logano down in 3 and 4?
Yeah, I just got loose underneath him. You know, I had a huge run down the back straightaway in our Morton Building Chevy, and just, you know, that late in the race, I figured I needed to try to win the race, and I got in there, and you know, he was on the outside of me, but it was too late to not have contact at that particular point. So totally my fault. I just got loose under him, going for the win.
Thank you, Kevin. Adam?
Thank you, Matt. Today at Michigan, all about Kyle Busch. First win of the year and his big return, Chris.
And Kyle Busch back in victory lane. I think we were all surprised to see how quickly he was back in a Sprint Cup car. And just a few weeks later, back in victory lane. Welcome back, Kyle. How do you feel, man?
Feels good. This is only a preliminary, you know, to what we got to do for Sundays. But this is a start, you know. Got to start somewhere, right? So I can't say enough about this team. Everyone with Monster Energy and Toyota, TRD. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Push it all the time.
I hear you. I got you. TRD and Chris Gale did an awesome job today with this race car. You know, we messed up a little bit on pit call, but we made up for it. You know, unfortunately, they're hard racing today, man. It was crazy, the side-by-side action and everything that we got here. Finally, the track's kind of widening out, lending itself to some cool action for the fans and for everyone in this Xfinity series watching at home on TV. It was a fun race for me anyway, so just proud of the team, proud to be back in victory lane, and can't say enough to thank my wife and all my family, all my friends, everybody that pushed me hard and got me back here, so it's pretty cool.
Well, Kyle, in a pre-race, you didn't sound like you had a car that could win this thing. Are you surprised you're here? And right behind you is your wife and your son.
Hey. I wasn't too surprised we're standing here. No, I mean, I knew we had a good piece. I just didn't think we had a winning piece. And this place here with restarts, we saw it with restarts all day long, how they were kind of back and forth. You know, a guy who was on the inside leading, he'd be fifth by the time you come off turn 2, you know. So anything can happen in those moments. But, you know, I fought hard, and this team fought hard, and had some good pushes there towards the end. And then, you know, Harvick and Joey there getting at it a little bit there in the corner obviously helped our day. I don't know if we could have passed the 22, but, man, we were really, really, really close to the 22 today. You know, it was kind of all dependent on who got out front first.
Kyle Busch and the 54 back in victory lane.
It's like a storybook ending. 112 days ago, he has those injuries at Daytona. Some thought he wouldn't get back in a car this year. And in his first return 4 months later in the Xfinity Series, not only does he look good, he goes out and wins the race.
I think Kyle Busch will tell you it's a storybook beginning. He thinks there's a lot more wins for him. He thinks he can win in the Cup Series, get in the top 30 in points, and race for a championship this year. And
it sounded like that, right? He said preliminary. I don't know. I think he just won the race.
It's that drive, though, that got him back as quickly as he was able to get back behind the wheel of the race car, and he put on quite a show today, Danica.
He sure did. Like I said in the broadcast, I was so impressed with how fast they got to the front. I know they're great drivers, but having to pit was absolutely no problem.
And heartbreak for Joey Logano. Had such a good day and ends up finishing outside the top 5.
Yeah, he started on the front row. He knew he was vulnerable, and he knew they were going to be coming in a rush, but he was able to withstand that storm and drive back by and get the lead, but only to be knocked into the wall, battling hard with Kevin Harvick late in the race.
Yeah.
You're used to being down there, but you were pretty good up here. Did you have a good time today?
I had a good time, yeah, absolutely. Learning a lot, watching a lot of great racing. Obviously, I watch it when I'm here at the track. I watch in the bus, but I have a lot more monitors up here and you guys to help me out.
It was a fun day. And, you know, Jeff Gordon came up here and did a few broadcasts. He quit racing. He's going to be in the booth all the time. So
what are you trying to say, Michael?
I'd like for you to race about 20 more years and then come on up and join
20
us.
more years. I don't think I have that in me.
Get out your date book, and we'll have you back soon, all right? Danielle, a fun day here at Michigan.
Certainly was. Danica Patrick doing a great job, but Kyle Busch, from every camera angle we have at Fox Sports 1, Larry, stealing the show in his first race back since Daytona.
Yeah, and one name that catches my eye, Elliott Sadler. That's his first top 5 finish of 2015.
The same can be said for Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott tying his best effort, second this year. Denny Hamlin running out of fuel. He'd go on to finish 10th. Nice recovery.
Yeah, and Darrell Wallace Jr., just another rough outing after having a rough day on pit road and involved in an accident late in the race.
Ryan Reed, Daniel Suarez also involved in accidents. They round out your top 20. And we should update the Xfinity Series point standings as well, Larry. And we should say that James Buescher now extends his championship lead even further. 25 points over Ty Dillon, but the top 14 points positions stay the same after Michigan.
But this is the biggest lead that a driver has had this year.
And Darrell Wallace lost 19 points to his teammate Chris Buescher, the championship leader in Dover. He lost another 12 points today.
Yeah, and of course, we still have a lot of racing, but I have to go back to what Adam Alexander said. This day is all about Kyle Busch. This man who has 141 wins, now 142 in the top 3 series, he has not been to victory lane since Texas last November. And the one thing he said during his downtime, the biggest thing I miss is lifting the trophies. He got to lift the trophy today.
The last 5 times he's run double duty, he's gone on to win the Cup race. So we'll see if that gives him momentum tomorrow for Michigan. And don't forget, tomorrow coverage begins at 11:30 a.m. Eastern with the Sprint Cup Series coverage here from Michigan International Speedway. We hope you join us then from Michigan. Now the 2015 FIFA Women's World Cup continues next as Brazil squares off against Spain. Time to see the ladies in action, Larry. You ready?
They're doing good.
Team USA, we're cheering them on, but Right now, again, it's Brazil versus Spain. Let's send it to Rob Stone out in Vancouver. Enjoy the coverage, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.